Move the arm to the inside. I got a clear path to outside leg sweep. Controlling the floating hand. Guys, pay attention. Professor David here, I got another video for you today. Guys, I have made multiple videos where I try my very best to explain the difference between fighting and self-defense, the difference between grappling and self-defense, the difference between wrestling and self-defense. Look at it like this. If I had a toolbox, in my toolbox, there's screwdrivers, there's hammers, there's pliers, there's a socket set, there might be a saw, a chisel. There are different things in the toolbox. Everything in the toolbox has a different function. Everything in the toolbox is for a different job. But why is it that when it comes to combat and self-defense training and just in the street, if you want to call it fighting, why is it that people do not get it through their head? They don't want to understand that I cannot take a Phillips screwdriver and use it on a screw that has a straight blade in it. I need a straight blade screwdriver. I cannot take a hammer that something requires for me to use a pliers. I could take a vice grip and use a vice grip to get the nut off. But if I have the right size wrench, then I can put the wrench on, and the wrench or socket, if it's a 1/2 inch socket to a 1/2 inch nut, I will be able to get it off quicker, faster than using a vice grip. The vice grip works, but it's not as easy to use as the proper socket that goes on top of the nut. I could take a piece of wood and I have a nail. Now I could use the back of a wrench to hammer that nail in. It'll still work. Or I could get a hammer and pound the nail with the hammer, and the heavier the hammer, the easier the nail goes in. Do you not understand? We can get the same result, but some things are easier to use than another. I'm going to show you a video right now, and this is a law enforcement guy. He teaches law enforcement officers, okay? He's a grappler. All the law enforcement officers that study with him grapple. Are they good at what they do? 100%. But if they could just adopt the mindset of self-defense, some of the things and situations that he's showing, it's easier to use a self-defense mindset and technique than a grappling technique. You be the judge. Watch the video.
Up and over, and I'm digging an underhook with this technique. I change level, I half shell up. My backside arm, whichever side he's grabbing with, is going to come up and over, and I'm digging an underhook. Over-exaggerate this up and over. If you try to drop here, you're not going to get in. I need to rotate my hips through and work for this underhook here. I'm looking for high on the trap here, sinking my hips down. Good head pressure on the jaw, backside arm control if possible.
Okay, you've seen the video, right? Man has a one-arm grab. He says, first thing is to raise your hand and go over, coil the body. As you're coiling the body, use this arm to protect. Dig down low to go under, come up high on the trap, grab the arm and lock the arm and pin the arm. Notice he had this leg forward because he's law enforcement. This is where it stops. Okay, look at that again. Motion causes motion. Why is it that everyone do not adopt this? It's real. It's no matter what you do, where you go in the world, it's universal. Motion causes motion. So I don't give a damn how good I am as a grappler and how fast I am as a practitioner. And don't forget, I'm law enforcement. I got a belt on, I got a gun on, I got a vest on. So when I do this, I don't care how fast I do it, okay? Motion causes motion. And then he said, drive your head up. Do you notice in all of that, Kenny never got hit? So what, I'm gonna take him down once I get into the position. But I never struck Kenny. He never struck the man. You're a law enforcement officer. I'm not telling you to beat that man to death. But how the hell is guy gonna cooperate with you in the street? He's not. So when you did this is emotion. This is emotion. So even if I cut it short, instead of come high and wide, I cut it short and I did this, it's still emotion. This man is gonna use that hand as quick as he can. So if he starts punching me in my head, it's emotion. Now we're fighting. I'm fighting for that technique to get in there. Are you one of those people that you carry an edge weapon, right? But you don't know how to use it, right? So now you carry it, but you can't use it. Or are you one of those people that don't carry an edge weapon because you're afraid of someone taking this knife and using it against you? Or are you one of the people that you wish you could carry a gun, but you're not licensed to carry a gun, and you wish you know how to defend yourself with a knife, but you don't have the training and no skills? You don't have knife training skills. So now I'm offering you an opportunity to train with me, one-on-one, learning how to use edge weapons, my system. And I promise you, when you learn from me how to use a knife, no one is going to take this knife out of your hands and use it against you. I'm going to show you quicker, faster, solid techniques, reliable, 100% techniques that I know work out in the street, in the real world. Guys, if you're interested in something like that, you contact me. Guys, basic common sense. I understand you're grapplers. I understand you're good. But damn it, this is easier. One hand grab. Same technique. I want to get control of it. My gun is inside his back. I want to get control of it. Why am I going to move? Why am I going to move this hand first to get in, to lock it up over here? Why am I going to move this hand first? Easy. Kenny doesn't know what I'm going to do. So I'm going to break it down for you. I'm going to get the same hand. I'm going to set him going here and locking because I got this leg forward, striking from the closest point. Why not do this? Sorry, Kenny. This. Now, if you did not see that, let me show you again. Instead of moving this hand first, I'm watching out for that weapon because at any time he can haul off and punch me in the face. Look at where his body's positioned. This hand comes this way. Knock that off. I don't need to do this to get to the inside. I'm already in the inside. If I just did this, I'm already in the inside. So why the hell do I got to go around to come here to go into the inside? I'm already in the inside. I'm going to use Kenny's chest and not his jaw. But I touch Kenny's chest. Bang! That's Kenny's face. That hand now just redirects. Same motion. Now I go into what we call outside leg sweep or so. Guys, stay down, Kenny, stay down. I control the floating hand. Make sure you get all of this. Bang! Turn around. Put your hand behind the back. Right into cuffing position. Now you're going to tell me that that's not easier to do for every officer? What if I'm a female and a man has me here? Why am I gonna do block? This is, you see what this is? This is a block in case he punched. That's a block, right? That's a block in case he punched. So when I did this, I'm blocking in case he punched. Guys, I want to remind you that to join our community, there's no charge. So go into the new site, join the community so you can get alerted to all the videos that's coming, because videos that we cannot put on YouTube, we put into the community. So guys, there's no charge, so sign up. What if it's a female officer who's shorter and not as tall as he is and not as confident as he is? Bang, touch. Simple as that. I'm gonna touch you and then I'm gonna grab the floating hand. So that punch is never gonna come out. Because when I shock his face, oh shit, bang! My hand is already here. Look what my hand did. Bang! Right from the face to the arm. Move the arm to the inside. I got a clear path to outside leg sweep. Controlling the floating hand. Controlling the hand. I could do this right from here. Lock it up right from here. Turn the wrist. Push the elbow. So put your hand behind the back. So I can control it from the front or I can control it from the other side. And every single officer, regardless of their size, can work from the inside. Touch. The foot is here. Watch. Touch. Hands it up. No. Or watch. Slow. I'm so slowing it up. I'm slowing it up. Touch. Touch. Drag the man down. So put your hand behind the back. Guys, we got a brand new ebook for our 90-day challenge. It breaks it all down. Mindset, skill set, habits, everything you want to know. Click the link inside the description. Everything will be there, guys. Now let's get back to the video. You see? That's the difference between looking at everything from a grappler's mindset as opposed to saying, there's someone out there who got knowledge on how to do what we do a little easier. And if it goes into a fight, from there, I don't know where, I don't know how, but then I can grapple. Then my grappling skills, you see, in the toolbox, I have to have something in the toolbox called grappling skills. I got in the toolbox striking skills. I got in the toolbox throwing skills. I got in the toolbox wrestling skills. I got in the toolbox firearm skills. I got in the toolbox edge weapon skills. But I don't use a vice grip to take off a screw. When in my toolbox, I got the right size nut, right size socket to go on the right size nut and go click, click, click. The nut is off the bolt and it's easier. I'll show you one more time. Why go from the outside when I could go from the inside, step across, give me this lane. You say, oh, your gun. He's never grabbing the gun. Never. Kenny, put your hand on my gun. Just put your hand on just touch my gun. See this hand? Boom! Oh, so got it. Same thing. Control the floating hand, lock it from here, push it over, put your hand behind your back, pain compliance. Or, like I said, same thing. I'm showing it from both sides. Again, touch the face. Your leg is already here. Touch the face. That hand is already there for you to control the floating hand. You're holding this, controlling this. A swift kick into the groin. Whoa! He bends, grab, take him down. So, put your hand behind your back. You decide. You decide. So, Kenny, just tell
Guys,
us.
you decide. Right now, I want you to make the decision, guys, to subscribe to this channel, guys. And make a decision to drop a like. And make sure you also make a decision, guys, to make a comment about this video. Tell us what you liked about the video, guys. Also, I want you to share this video with as many people as you know, guys. As you know, we're trying to build our channel. We want to keep people pushing forward to the Academy, Self-Defense Academy, the best online training center you're going to find, guys. It gives you everything, guys. A to Z. You're going to get everything self-defense related, guys. And as always, thank you guys for your support. We'll see you in the next video, guys. Thank you. Peace.